Go. Aren't you going to do your
Uh,
intro?
yes. Wait 1 second. All right, everybody, welcome to the Bailiwick channel, and today we're going to be talking about some of quantumTV's schematics here. Today I am with Sontendo. We're going to be talking about some of the new things that have come up with quantumTV, so I hope you guys enjoy,
Even though none of us don't want to talk about him.
even though we do not want to talk about him. Exactly. All right. So we want to start with your points that you've come up with first, and then we'll move on
Okay, so
right
let me
after
get my
that.
handy dandy notebook out from Blue's Clues.
Perfect, perfect.
Okay. All I have are a whole three.
That's all right. No, that's totally fine.
The shorter the merrier.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is Quantum TV calling his own subs dead weight.
Yes, that's that doesn't really look good for your own channel. Not at all.
And heck, in this video, whenever we get to watching it, he's going to say it too.
Oh, exactly, exactly. I find that one huge thing about creating a YouTube channel is if you actually want to truly grow as a channel, you got to show the same respect to your viewers as you would expect them to do for you. Um, sure, you're gonna have a few haters on the platform. You're gonna have a few trolls that try to bring you down. But all in all, most of the people that want to watch your content watch it for the content. And I find whenever there's people out there that um, look down on the people that subscribe to them, it won't look good for them in the future. Not at all.
No, it won't.
You have anything to add up into that?
I think it's just pathetic that what he is doing, just calling his own subscribers dead weight.
No, I mean like that's a terrible thing to say. Like even just out in public, like if you just call anybody a deadweight, why would you do that? You don't know anything about them, Quantum.
No, no, you do not.
Oh, sure, maybe they like yes, they're very real people, but because you don't know them, calling them random names like that, it's not gonna look good for your future as a content creator. Just won't look good at all.
Technically a horrible TV content creator.
Like I can't even stress that enough. Honestly, the fact that one his uh, settings for each and every TV, mostly it looks like Sony. All of those are stolen, and he ends up selling them on his website, which is I find is completely ridiculous. I why sell settings for a TV? Like I'll just figure it out myself. Like most people won't do it.
There are much better TV calibrators that can do a better job.
Yeah, instead of just using your iPhone or whatever you're using to record, showing off your dead pixels on your uh, crystal clear TV.
Even though it's
Like I don't
brand
know, like
new.
it just what's that?
Even though they're brand new TVs.
Oh, exactly. Like they're brand new TVs. I'm like, what did you do to them to get dead pixels?
And it,
Yikes. All right. Any other points that you have?
Next one is pity subscribers.
Petty subscribers?
Yeah, petty.
Petty subscribers. Oh, like people like agreeing with what he has to say about this entire situation.
Might believe that's what it is. We'll We'll eventually find out from this video.
Oh yeah, you know what? Like it's kind of surprising to me. Like what you were telling me before we started recording, how it could just be bots. What I think it is, like one thing I've noticed that was just ridiculous is every single video he made that was like controversial about Review Tech USA or Act Man or all these other content creators that he somehow had a problem with because they're speaking up. All of these other little repliers that are agreeing with him, you'll look at all the comments, and the only thing you'll see are people agreeing with him, because he doesn't want to deal with.
The
I find
hate.
he wants to make the videos to try to prove himself a point, but he deletes all of the comments that are against him, telling him, "Hey, you're wrong about that because so and so and so." He just deletes them, and then he keeps the ones that are okay
Positive.
for him. That's like, oh yeah, that's tolerable, right?
You can't have one without the other.
Oh, exactly not. Definitely not.
Heck, it's like light and darkness. You can't have one. You got to have both.
Oh, exactly. Like you know what? Like if you're like say you're like a leader in a government, right? To make a good government, you need both sides. Whether they agree with you or are against you, right?
Yep.
If you're not listening to both sides, there's no peace. There's no being able to have discussion because you're only agreeing with one side.
Yeah, it's almost rare these days to see both sides agreeing on the same thing.
No, exactly. It's either one or the other. It's like, oh no, these guys voted for me. I'm with them. No, it's the exact same thing with YouTube. Like if you're just simply ignoring one side that's trying to make better suggestions or just trying to show that hey, you're wrong about so and so subject. If you're not listening to that, then there's really no need to debate the right side.
Yep.
The side that you think is right. Yeah, no, if there's nothing else for that part, we can probably move on.
There's of course that third one I mentioned, him talking about the circle of life.
Circle of life, yes, about how he wants carnivores dead.
Yep.
Yikes. Honestly, like I wouldn't see that as like I would see that the exact same way as someone saying, "Hey, we should kill all vegans." It's just like, well, I may not agree with vegans, but I would never wish death upon them because they're vegan. Like, I wouldn't wish death on anybody because of their beliefs. It's just what they believe. It's their ideology. I'm gonna respect that. I'm not gonna try to prove them wrong, or I'm gonna try to say, hey, I don't like you. You should be the big sleep. You should long sleep, the forever sleep. No,
Just get the
I would
poison
never.
apple.
Oh, exactly. No, I think that's a little bit delusional for him to say something like that. Even beforehand, like before all of this attention started happening, he started saying things about like the LGBTQ community and everything like that. What was it? Pulse victims, I believe it was. And
Yeah,
honestly,
I don't know much about that myself.
Yeah, it's a pretty hefty topic for sure. It's definitely a good thing to research, but him comparing people to that is something that most people wouldn't do. Sure, there's people out there that may not support it or anything like that, but wishing death upon a person because of their beliefs, again, not really all that worth it. It's not appropriate at all. Like
No, it is not.
no. Do you have anything else to add on that?
Nope, those are all my 3 points. Most of them would be
cool.
better explained in this video.
No, honestly, like I'm pretty hyped about making this video, so glad I can always be talking about it. All right, so I have a video here. I won't show it on my recording, but I will have the audio so that we can hear it and then we can discuss it. And see how that goes there. All right, so here's the first little bit of the video where he makes a quick apology to his fans slash bots.
So
Here
I'm
we
going
go.
to answer this question on this channel, and I'll explain why I do so. Because the question is, why make a different channel to address this? You should be proud to defend your channel on your channel, since you did nothing wrong, in my opinion. And then, of course, a snarky comment at the end. Here's the thing, man. I make a separate channel that's not monetized. I'm not getting a dime off of this to prove a point. I'm not in this for the money. I'm not trying to make money off of.
He makes a good point. He's not going to be able to even monetize this because he's under 1,000 subscribers.
No, exactly. So he can't be monetized as of yet because it depends on how long he's had that channel for. If he's had it recently, it's already at 600 subscribers. I mean, it could be very likely that he can make it to 1K.
Yeah, but then he has to deal with he has to also deal with the next hard part is the 4,000 hour public time.
Exactly. Yeah, there is that as well. So,
And that can be very hard to achieve.
Yeah, and even if he's making money, because like you and I both know, is if he does end up getting his monetization on this channel, he's gonna more than definitely do like ad revenue and stuff like that for his videos, so he can make money off it. Like he's saying that he's not doing this to make money off it. He doesn't really care about the money. He's like, well, but you know what? He clearly loves the attention he's getting, so he just keeps on trying to make points and everything to keep it going as long as possible, so he can make more money off it because that's what he's doing. Now he just wants to do it on his this alt account so that there's no drama on his main account, right? But
That's
either
not
way,
going to matter much.
No, it's definitely not going to matter much at all. But
it's still quantumTV in the end.
There is still quantum. Yeah, it's still quantumTV. It's still him. Doesn't matter if it's someone. It's not really anybody else. It sounds like quantum, acts like quantum. Like it's quantum.
The drama that you guys started. That's your game. And I prove it by uploading here. I've deleted videos that have over 200,000, 150,000 views on them regarding the drama because I'm quantumTV. I don't need you for views. I make views on my own. You guys, it's so funny, like to talk about how irrelevant I am, but in the same breath be like, look at...
And he's going straight to the to the blaming. Like, oh, it's time to turn this around here. What? You have something against me? Huh? Well, guess what? Now I have something against you. Here we go.
Like what?
I'll find every little piece and every little crevice until I find something to hold against you.
Look at this. Quantum purged millions of views and videos because I had that to spare. I don't have a problem getting views. When you're genuinely a likable person and you cover a topic that's relevant to somebody, they're going to watch your shit.
Pause it.
Bro, just disgusting.
Oh, he doesn't care about the views, eh? How become your TV reviews aren't doing that good with terms of views?
No, exactly. Like the views didn't happen until the Actman spoke up. Like he's acting like, oh, I'm the one that got the views. It was me. All me. And then, but when we look at it, it's like, well, you weren't the talk of the town until Actman showed up. So, are you sure it was you, Quantum? Are you sure? Like he makes it very. I find he makes it very, very obvious that oh, everybody's out to get me, and everyone needs to know about it now. And it's like, well, doesn't that make you look like a coward, Quantum? If you're always talking about how you're getting targeted, doesn't that make you a coward?
Plus, the more that people find out about him, the more it's going to get worse for him.
Oh, absolutely it will. Absolutely.
I don't understand that. You antagonize and harass people. And I'm not going to take time away from my actual community, my actual audience, to entertain you, to talk about dumb shit like this.
Yeah, I don't think he understands how a TV review channel works. It's not about entertainment. It's about helping people calibrate their TVs and like see like, oh, which TV would I like to buy? Like that's it's not really entertainment. It's like it's research. He's a research channel.
You know what that reminds me of?
That
There's a, I don't know who the original uploader was, but do you know about the one where he's calling his father a bad father because he's asking his daughter to choose which TV looked better, the brighter one or the darker one?
I do remember that. Yeah, yeah, I definitely remember that. That what a guy. Oh yeah, yeah. Like it's like he can't. I don't even know where to go from that, but like it sucks that like he has like such a large ego where he can't
Let it
filter
go.
it through that what he's saying is just it's so wrong, and he's proving to himself, like he's truly proving to himself that he's the only one that's right. It's just like, well, everybody else thinks otherwise because there's laws on, say, like copyright. There's laws uh, on taking other people's ideas. Mostly talking about his calibrations that he sells for so and so TV. Those are all illegal because you're stealing somebody else's work. It's still under the copyright law, and he tries to take full copyright ownership to said calibrations when they're not his. And like that could be a real problem, like a real lawsuit problem if someone else that made a certain piece of content or a certain piece of product and he stole it. Well, guess what? Now he's going to find himself in court. Maybe YouTube won't do anything. Maybe it'll just be between a content creator and quantumTV. We don't know. But either way, I find what's that?
I feel like the only way he's going to ever get punished is if a content creator brings him to court.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I don't really rely on YouTube to do too much in terms of that. The only way I think he would truly like back off is if there's a lawsuit at hand. I feel like that would be the only way he would actually back off because like, oh, now it's really affecting me. I should probably stop here. But eventually he'd probably keep going later on. He's like, oh no, everybody's still wrong. It's just like, okay, Quantum, bye. See ya.
Have a nice life. That I'm right.
Yeah, just have to be. There's no way I'm wrong. No way.
Just like Trump.
As like what Review Tech USA said, he's a very tickled man, and he's still continuing to be tickled. Everybody else moved on. Review Tech moved on. The Act Man moved on. All these other big streamers and content creators moved on. And what is quantumTV doing? Still at it.
Yep.
Now he's just nitpicking everything. It's like, oh,
yeah, because it's so obvious that if the attention stops, that he's not going to get the views that he once had.
No, exactly. He's going to be completely irrelevant.
He wants to keep milking this until everybody finally says, "Flush this man. He's not going to stop. We're going to move on to our own content and mind our own business until you do something that's really stupid."
Oh no, absolutely. Eventually, like you know how it works, eh? You make a mistake in life, right? You don't get repercussions for it. So what do? Because you think you can just get away with it. It's like robbing a store, right? If you hold a gun up to somebody and say, "Hey, I'm going to take your money," they give you the money and you get away with it. Automatically, that thief is going to think, "Hey, I can do that again." And they'll keep trying to do it over and over and over. But eventually, because they keep doing it, there's going to be those repercussions. Eventually, you will get caught. And
unless your name is Sly Cooper.
Exactly. Exactly. But no, there's a lot of sorry, correction. quantumTV, he's pushing himself to the limit here, and eventually it's going to be his downfall. He doesn't know it yet, but it's going to be his downfall. And by then he may or may not make videos ever again. We'll have to see what happens if YouTube steps up about it. But until then, we're just gonna have to wait.
That's an insult to people who pay good money as members to get their questions answered, to get the one-on-one attention and the help. It's an insult to the people who subscribe because they love the technology advice I give and my brutal honesty. It's an insult to those people, and I refuse to disrespect them in such a manner, continually just talking about this dumb shit. At first, I tried to appease you people. I tried to reason with you people. But now that I see that there's no reason,
There was never reason in the first place, quantumTV. Remember all the things that you called the Elden Ring community? Remember what you called the Act Man? Remember what you called the LGBTQ members? There was never any reason for that, was there?
Especially when he called his mom.
Especially when he called his mom. Exactly. All of these things. It's like there was no reason for it, but you did it anyway. What a guy.
there's no point in even trying to reason with you. Everyone watching this video has already determined what they believe about a situation regarding me. I don't care. The facts have come out, and the only authority with the power to do anything to get me off the platform has told you that nothing happened. No infractions, okay? That's it. Situation over. You don't like that verdict, tough.
Problem is, he doesn't like that verdict because he's still making videos.
Yep.
Still making videos on the topics. And it's that's actually really, really hypocritical of him to say that, actually. It's like, oh, it's all done. It's over. Watch this. In the next 2 days, he's going to make another video about something else that people have against him. It's like, so is it over?
Especially
You said it was over.
Narc.
You were so close, Quantum. You were so close this time. It was almost over. You just had to make that other video, didn't you? Just had to make that next video and just show yourself that. That you were right. Oh, darn it, Quantum. You were so close. Destined for greatness, and here we are.
Even Chris the Narc is getting very exhausted and tired of him. He's actually said that he's going to stop doing quantumTV videos unless he did something really stupid.
Yeah, and that's another thing though. If he keeps making videos, other content creators are going to make more videos about him. You want it to it started with you, Quantum, meaning you have to be the one to end it. Stop making videos. Everybody else will have nothing to have to say. There's nothing that they would have to say.
You like verdict? Okay. Both are irrelevant to me because I knew it from the get. I didn't do anything and I wasn't going anywhere. I'm minding my business. Even now, I've got people still making videos about me, hashtagging me so that I see it, so that it pops up when you look up my name.
Pause it.
For my attention.
Okay, how does the hashtag actually work?
How do hashtags work? So basically, how hashtags work, they when you put a certain hashtag in, say, a tweet or an Instagram post or a YouTube video, that video will show up in that category. And based on how many people watch with that kind of hashtag, will be more likely for that video to show up on their feed, or picture, or tweet, or whatever. So hashtags are very, very important for content creation. It does help with growth.
Well, quantumTV, there you go. That's how the hashtag actually works.
Yeah, that's how he said it. No, that's not correct. Hashtags aren't just some fancy looking decoration that you can put on your videos. It may be at one point back in the early days, but nowadays hashtags are used for growth, for your channel, for your Twitter profile, for your Instagram, whatever you choose. You can even use, I think, hashtags in your Snapchats now, where you can help with growth on your Snapchat, which I don't use, but still a cool feature.
You can do that. I'm still going to talk to my audience. I'm still going to make my videos because I'm not going to do what you do just because that's what you want. I'm not a drama channel.
Okay. Not a drama channel. Gotcha. All right, cool. He says he's not a drama channel. Like, yes, I understand. Like, he put his channel up in a way so that it looks like a review channel for TVs. If it wasn't a drama channel, he wouldn't have started putting his drama videos in his review channel. So because of that made it a drama channel, because everybody's now on that channel for drama. So, oh wow, what a great way to start the day, getting upset over a tickled man.
I'm thoroughly tickled.
Thoroughly tickled. Not just tickled, thoroughly tickled.
You know, I actually find that's kind of funny though.
What's that?
For how he has, I believe at this point, 69,000 subscribers, and yet his controversial channel only has 600 something.
662, I think it is. Yeah, I was on the dot there. 662, and that's. It looks like this channel was made like not too long ago. So when other YouTubers found out that, oh, this Controversial Truths channel is actually quantumTV's alt account, a lot of people started going into that, especially those that, agree with him. Those are probably his subscribers. He's like, oh, 600 people actually support me and what I have to say. That's pretty cool. But then there's the rest of the world that are just like, screw you, Quantum, get out of here. You're not invited to the Minecraft Christian server. What a guy.
So that answers that part of it. The other part of it is I'm partially a son of a bitch. I'm not going to lie. I like having a throwaway
Got that right?
channel that I can just put up every little piece of garbage content that I possibly could make. And I mean, I like videos like this where it's literally just a screen recording of like a comment. And you guys will prostrate yourselves as I talk into one microphone on purpose so that you listen to the worst audio, you get the shittiest video, and you make it news because that's all your channel is worth. Because without drama, without me, without controversy surrounding me, you have nothing.
Pause it. Oh, you already did.
No, you
Quantum?
can start. I have my point.
Quam, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Elden Ring.
No, exactly. He wouldn't be here. And what I have to say about what he just said there is content, like whenever somebody is saying something that people may or may not agree with, it doesn't have to be video. Like for this video here, I'm not going to be showing any video here. It's just going to be my face. It's going to be Sontendo's voice. All I'm saying is you don't need video to prove you're wrong, so people can prove you wrong. All they need is your voice because it's what you're saying. You could make a flippin' Twitter post about anything, about something that's controversial, and then people can make a video with their own face talking about it. It's not like that's not going to do anything for them. It's just going to continue the exact same way it's continued, honestly. So I completely disagree with that.
Take people like Gara of the Rage. Before he started talking about me, his channel did very poorly.
Love that guy.
Take people like Mischief. Before he started talking about me and making a big deal about me, his channel was nothing. Getting pity subscribers, I mean, have fun with it, I guess. That, bro, I swear to God, as a YouTuber, that would hurt me more than anything on this earth to wake up tomorrow and have nothing but fucking pity subscribers. For two reasons. One, those will turn into dead subscribers over time and become dead fucking weight. And two,
there it is. Instead of, like what you were just saying, one of your points. the fact that he how do I say this? The fact that he says that even if they're petty subscribers, they're dead weights to him. Like, well, if there's pity subscribers coming on my channel, like, oh, I just got 500 pity subscribers. Instead of me like complaining about it, like, oh, great, they're here, they're not gonna be here for a while, they're just gonna flit off or whatever. It's just like, who cares? Be happy with what you got.
Yeah, it's up to the person to decide if they want to stay or not.
No, exactly. Like even people that are like so dived into your channel, like, oh my gosh, I really like this guy's content. It doesn't. It like they can still leave. It's still their choice. It's not my choice whether they like, oh no, you like heck no, you're staying. You're gonna continue subscribing to me. You're gonna continue giving me ad revenue. That's not exactly how it works here. So it's up to the subscriber. It's not up to me. It's not up to him to choose whether or not he gets petty subscribers or not, or pity subscribers or not.
That is
Yep.
the biggest blow to any creator who has been working their ass off for years to make it the right way, to get that kind of shit. Like a charity, you got a handout, bro. Like that shit would hurt my fucking pride. But again, I'm a man. He is a boy, literally still going to school. Like it doesn't matter to him. He hasn't developed this thing we have called pride at that age.
In my opinion, this might be just my opinion and not other people's opinion. I don't see pride as a good thing. I can't see it as a good thing. Sure, if it like you do a little bit of an accomplishment, sure, show a little bit of pride, like, oh my gosh, I actually did this really cool thing. I did a really good job here. But when people continuously show pride for themselves, it kind of shows what kind of person they're becoming. And I find that Quantum TV shows a lot of pride. Hence why he makes all these videos, because he really wants to show the world that he's right.
The only time I ever show my pride for my subscribers is if I reached a milestone.
Oh, like I mean, like you know what? That's a good thing because like that's an accomplishment, right? It's good to show off your accomplishments. But if you're doing it, but if say you're doing it in a way where you're constantly saying like, oh my gosh, I still have 1,000 subscribers and I'm doing all these really cool things, and like it when people start getting prideful about it, that's when it becomes a problem. I guess in the heart, right?
Yeah, and if I reach the milestone, I try my best to award the subscribers and if they want me to do a certain let's play, or I'll just do a top 10 video. Like I reward them in the end.
Exactly. You make it about them. You don't make it about you. You make it about them. Like say to truly say thank you. You're there. You're at where you're at because of them. Um, it's because again, like what I was saying earlier, it's their choice whether or not they want to subscribe to you. If they choose to subscribe to you, and you hit that milestone, you make it about them. You celebrate them. Like, hey, thank you so much for giving me 10,000 subscribers. That is an amazing goal, amazing milestone. I want to reward you for that. So I'm going to do a PS5 giveaway here. Like, wow, I'm not there yet, but
It's fun giveaway. They're so hard to find.
oh, they're so hard to find. Absolutely, they are. I mean, I found actually I was at the EB Games like the other day, and I found a PS5 for almost $1,000, and I'm like, no thanks, thank you, but no thanks.
If memory serves, EB Games is like the American version of GameStop.
Yeah, EB Games is the like we have a GameStop as well, not very many, but yeah, EB Games is pretty much the Canadian GameStop. Pretty cool stuff there. They got a lot of collectibles, a lot of games, a lot of well, not so many like computer games. It's all like Xbox, PlayStation,
Yeah, since
Switch,
PC
stuff like
games are
that.
mostly digital.
Yeah, exactly. Like we don't even need disk drives anymore for PCs anymore. It's all software.
That's his problem. So if he doesn't take pride in himself and in his work and he likes charity, have fun. Gloat. Celebrate that a grown man handed you charity and you lapped that shit up. Couldn't be me, though. I wouldn't have any of it. I'd be telling people left and right to unsubscribe. As I've told people to unsubscribe over the years. And the thing is, like, This concept that having a channel to dedicate just to this is like, oh, you don't want the drama to die. It's like, no, there's just sometimes I have to address certain things. Like, for example, I've moved on for all intents and purposes. Videos.
You moved on, and yet you're still doing
Moved on,
this.
did he? I was gonna listen to the whole thing, but I heard you like laughing. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a good one, Quantum. Quantum. I moved on, but I'm gonna make the next video. What a guy.
I've walked away from you guys time and time again, and what do? You come up with videos all after the fact, after a situation is already long since dead, to milk it for views.
You also notice how he pronounces situation wrong?
What do you say?
He pronounces it situation. That's I have this situation. People like I don't know. That's funny to me.
And it's like, you guys do this and you expect me to stay silent. Well, no, that's not how that works. You don't get to just beat up on somebody as much as you want online, and then that person just submits and stays quiet as you continuously kick around their reputation, their name, and you shit on them as much as you possibly can because it's fun for you.
Okay. Yeah, it's because it's everybody else's problem and not his. Like, I'm visualizing everybody is just against him, and then he's like, no, it's all of your guys' fault, it's not mine. Like, he started all of this, he got caught, but instead of him just, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna back off, like, be a little bit reasonable. Even if, say, you are right, miraculously, if he is right, I would, like, even if I knew I was right about something and people called me out on something like that, I would back off right there. It's like, oh, maybe there is this chance that, oh, maybe I did say this. I don't remember. Regardless if you're right or not, if people are against you about this sort of thing, it's better off to just back off and just continue on like normal and just move on. Exactly. Like, just like how everybody else did. Actman saw the repercussions from YouTube's side. He learned from that, and now he's just going to be making regular videos. He's going to be making regular content. The only person that hasn't.
Also, before we continue the last video I did with Vlog, I kept forgetting on. I told him that my first time doing a video, I forgot to congratulate the Actman for getting back his monetization.
Oh, that, honestly, that's just huge on his part. I'm really happy for him. That he fought through that. Like, he was going all through Twitter and everything. He says that he really misses videos and he really wants to get back into content again. And he actually, I didn't see his more recent video, but I know that he made it just before he got his monetization back. So it looked like he was going to be making videos regardless. But all in all, like, I'm very, very happy for him, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're going to get a response, and people are going to hear how you actually are. Anybody with any deductive reasoning can put together that you're actually somebody that just decides that, you know what, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to make a channel built off of this bullshit. And the thing is, like I've told you guys, like, your days with that kind of shit are numbered. Like, you guys ask around how many of the most popular controversy drama channels have had fucking community guideline strikes. I don't get those community guideline violations, bro.
You're doing the exact same thing. The reason, like I said before, there's like I've said this on a other video on my channel about how it's most likely because there's someone in the HQ of YouTube that actually agrees with quantumTV, and so he's siding with him, ended up getting the Actman demonetized. It's not because it's not because you did something right. It's because there's someone else out there that actually agrees with you, which is completely ridiculous. So I disagree with that.
Because I make TV reviews, because I help people. It's a type of community and a type of character that you just don't have. So if you want to laugh about it and you want to think that, like, I did something wrong because I have a secondary channel to address this stuff and to watch you prostrate yourself and to dig through garbage, then go for it. And to address all the other shit TikTokers that I've been seeing pop up on this channel, let me just say this. If Ackman's version and Ackman's fans' version of a win looks like him losing an entire month of revenue and then coming back to a channel that has a permanent warning, he has to toe the line from this point forward or he gets a strike on this channel. And then, after all of his hardest efforts, reaching out on Twitter, endless hours of personal time trying to take me down, couldn't get the job done. And not only that, couldn't put a scratch on my channel, not so much as even a warning or slap on the wrist, because he was wrong about me. He has to live with that every day, knowing that he's the only one, him and his friends are the only ones that got any kind of warning out of this. Why is that? That's because I didn't do anything that broke the rules. Because I actually read the rules and I follow the rules, unlike you guys who constantly get community guideline violations on your commentary channels and then call it false or fraudulent. That's the thing. Every time you guys get in trouble, oh, that's a copyright abuser. Did you file federal copyright? No. Do you even know how that process works? No. You don't care. And the laws haven't caught up to YouTube yet. So, of course, I can't just go to literally the authorities and say, hey, listen, here's the federal copyright.
It hasn't caught up to YouTube yet. Regardless if he thinks that, oh, I didn't do anything wrong here because I actually read the rules and whatnot, you still said the things that you said. Said the same things that you said. All throughout your previous Twitter accounts, through your previous YouTube channels, before quantumTV was a thing. He's done these things. The Actman has shown that he's compiled an entire flippin' dictionary for you to to show what you've done and to show the world what you've done. And at this point, it's just a matter of time before, hey, we need to get this guy off the platform.
Because it's like this. I said this multitude times before, but I'm going to keep saying it. If YouTube does nothing about him, other YouTubers will start doing this too.
Oh, absolutely. Eventually, there's going to be a time where people are like, hey, this guy can get away with all this narcissist, racist, homophobic stuff. I probably can too. I just have to follow the same method that he's using. And that method being making it sound like, hey, it wasn't me that did this. I got my accounts hacked. I know I didn't say any of this. And he publicly says this and tries to turn it around on other people. Like, hey, this guy named the Actman, though, he said some pretty terrible things. And guess who is going to side with quantumTV on that? Some of the employees at YouTube are, because, hey, no way, I'm being targeted. I need some help. So it was another form of him kind of crying to YouTube saying, hey, this guy's bullying me. Can you do something about it? And that's a bit of a cowardice thing to do.
Yep.
Copyright, here's what he did. Here's my good faith belief, X, Y, and Z. Handle it. That hasn't happened yet. The day that happens on social media, I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to go down. Bigger channels that you thought were untouchable are going to start going down left and right, and then people are going to start purging their videos. It's going to happen. But again, in due time, you'll see I'm right. It could take 10, 15 years for all we know. Laws take a long time to catch up. It'll happen. All it takes is for some darling somewhere to be the victim of something, and they've had enough. I mean, after all, YouTube dislikes went away because some darling somewhere had enough with something, right? And that's just how this works, isn't it? So, at the end of the day, play your...
I think the whole dislike thing is getting rid of the dislike button is a terrible idea. So, I feel like it helps know where you can improve and where you have improved. It's definitely a good pointer, and I feel like the dislike button was an awful option to take away. Like, why would you put the option of a dislike button but not show the count of the dislike button?
Yeah.
That's kind of beyond me, but you know what? It's YouTube's choice there.
Even though it's a really dumb choice.
It is a very dumb choice. Very, very dumb choice, because it kind of defeats the purpose of a dislike button. It's like, oh, this content or this viewer didn't like a certain part of the video. Okay, dislike. And then people that are making those videos, they look at it like, oh, where did I where did I go wrong and what can I improve? And that's just how content creation is. Like, oh, it's all about improvement. I think the same thing can be said about other people's channels in what they say and what they do on the platform.
Games. But I'm not going to respond on my main channel and insult my fans that support me and love what I do and have fun with me, and we're just being people together and we're just chilling. I mean, like, if you want to go and you want to do this shit on your channel, go ahead. But you're going to get a garbage channel, you're going to get garbage content, and you're going to make it front page news on your garbage platform, because that's, again, all you're worth. And don't ever forget it.
Okay, bye, Quantum.
See you in the Gara video.
See you in the Gara video. I will.
You ripe bananas.
I don't care about bananas. Actually, I do. I like bananas. But either way, like that's kind of ridiculous. Actually, that I don't know. He has balls. I can tell you that. I can give him that. What he's
His ultimate
choosing to
weakness
say.
is kryptonite.
Exactly. Like what he chooses to say is terrible. Honestly, I think that's an awful thing to awful things to say to both his viewers, but also to show what it's doing to the platform. Knowing that, oh, this is happening on the platform now. Now more people are going to be doing it.
Yep.
So it's definitely a real issue. But one thing I do want to actually congratulate YouTube on, which right now it isn't too much, but it's definitely a step up about how they changed the appeal reviews from 30 days to 7 days. I think that's a huge step up on the platform. That probably means that they're hiring more people to focus on that, because it's been a problem for quite some time, even before this whole drama started. But it was this drama that kind of exposed that on YouTube's part. So I feel like they are putting a lot more action into that, which I can congratulate them on.
Yep, it is a step in the right direction.
It definitely is. It's not. We're not in, like, YouTube right now isn't in the clear, but they are, again, heading in the right direction here. They're taking it slow, and you know what? Taking it slow is a lot better than not taking it at all. So that I can take. All right. So do you have any other points you want to finish off with?
Nope, that's all the points I have.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I'm assuming you're recording your side as well, hey?
Yes, I have already recorded my side.
There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
All right. And for the people on my YouTube video, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more content like this. All right. You guys take care. All right.